Well, when you came in this morning, or if you were here yesterday, you brought your brain with you. You didn't park it at the door. The challenge is to use that brain to develop more knowledge about people different than you, so that when you're working on all that technical stuff, you can go to the person with the best answers and not just one. Go to the people that maybe you don't even know well, but go to them and say, what do you think? Because you see, people who are different than you may look at exactly the same thing, but they bring a different viewing point. Our tendency when we're busy being like the Tin Man is we have a point of view and that's it. If yours is not like mine, you're wrong. What we need to get is several viewing points to make the best decisions. So they already had a brain. You already have a brain. The next thing to do is to connect it to that heart. You see, because sometimes even book knowledge, sometimes even getting factual things is not quite enough. Sometimes what we need to do is get quiet in this noisy world. Mainstream Americans are uncomfortable with silence. That quiet time when you can think, let me prove it to you. That was only 10 seconds. Did it feel like 30? Because we have so much noise in our environment. We have so much stuff going on. We have so much chatter in our brain that we sometimes don't know how to get quiet long enough to hear what I call the heart voice. Your heart voice always knows the right thing to do when it comes to interacting with other people. It just does. But those two together are still not quite enough. Not quite. What you also need is to use your courage. All of us have courage. What I realized is the fact is, not only do we all have courage, we all have our own courage. So Dan, my courage doesn't look like yours. It's not the same. Steve, my courage doesn't look like yours. Yours doesn't look like mine. And I can't borrow your courage. I have to use my own. Well, I fully intend to live to be beyond 100. My grandma's genes were pretty good, so I'm counting on them. And intending to live to be beyond 100, by the way, I'm 50, I'll be 58 in a couple of months, so I figure I'm just a kid still, you know, just halfway there. So in order to do that, I need to use some courage along the way. Patricia told you one of my sheroes is Whoopi Goldberg, because I remember when she first came on the scene. A black woman named Whoopi Goldberg? She had the courage to be authentically who she was. And what I have come to know is that I am my best me. I'm pretty lousy at being somebody else. The same is true for you. Be your best self.